I've woken up early before my alarm and I've woken up hungry. So I've got my granola, my yogurt and my fruit and I can eat it in bed. It looks so good. I've just arrived. I started to feel a bit scared now. The whole morning is so misty, it's crazy. I'm going to go and get my tracker, finish my breakfast and then let's go.
Morning.
I think this is me. Race numbers! We haven't had race numbers before.
There we go.
Since COVID.
And we'll be here till 4:30 in the morning. 3, 2, 1. Have a good race.
Let's go! Thanks guys! And off we go. It's going to be a long day. So the forecast for today is completely terrible. We should have a couple of dry hours early on. So I'm bringing the camera with me, but not sure how much filming I'll get done today. Hopefully we don't get drenched, but I think we will. We're off the road now. It's nice, we're all together. Yay! If it stays like this, I'll have company in Cowfields. Cowfield number 1. So the problem with this mist is that I can't see the cows. They might have taken them out of this field and it'd just be sheep. But when we recce'd, it was cows and sheep. And it freaks me out that I can't see. Off they go, up the long hill of doom. Oh, the first massive hill. So I'm using it to drink apple juice. Yay. So today's race, it's a race of 2 halves. So there's a 25k loop and then we head off on the 80k loop. Up the worst of the hill now. Probably, well, I don't know, more than halfway anyway, and the steepest bit done. It's still very misty and a light rain is just starting to fall, so we'll see what happens with that, but that might be it for filming for a little bit. Navigation is fast becoming difficult. There's 3 runners ahead of me. I don't know if you can see them. I've caught them up quite quickly because I recce'd this bit so knew the way, but if you hadn't, it's virtually impossible. You can't see the edge of fields, there's nothing to navigate against. Luckily the rain is just refreshing. It's not heavy. My shoes, we just went through such a field with such long grass and I'm wearing waterproof shoes. But that is sloshing around inside, so once I've got through the cow field close to these guys, I might have to stop and tip the water out. It's actually like a bath in each shoe. Oh dear, I think they've just gone wrong. It's through this gate, guys. It's good timing, get them to open the gate for me. So we're into the cow field that I am scared of. It's so misty I can't see anything, but there's a few of us together. There's a lot of wet cow pats though, so they're definitely here. I'm just going to stay in the middle somewhere. These guys are running though, I'm scared. So I'm staying with people. I'm scared. I can see the cows now. They've seen us, but they took a few steps towards us and now they seem to have stopped. They're just staring. I can cope with staring. They've put sheep in this field as well, so I think the cows are probably a bit more tolerant now. They're like, oh, small annoying things in our field. I've just safely got through the field with calves and cows. The cows all stayed sat down, but now there's more runners. They've got up. A bit like I dodged a bullet there. Right. I think that's the last cow field on the short bit. Hooray! So finished the 14.5 mile loop. Just changing my socks and shoes. Oh, I'm drenched. It's properly raining now, so I'm just filming a little bit in the car and then heading back off. Could do with this rain stopping, but I think it's here all day. It's actually just brightened up a bit after proper rain and wet through. It stopped just for a little bit. The main task now is trying to keep my feet dry. They got so wet on that first bit. A bit worried about having trench foot by the end of the day. Just heading up this beast of a hill. Hilly, hilly, hilly. That's what today's going to be like. I've lost my stride. Felt really good on the first loop and then went back to my car, sorted my pack, filled my drinks, changed my shoes. And then straight up the Chevin, such a big hill. I can't get going again in this hill this time. One step at a time. The last break in the rain lasted like 3 minutes. So I put my camera straight back away and then just pushed on, but there's a lot of hills and some unrunnable downhills. Oh, it's still spitting a tiny bit, but nothing like it has been, so that's good. Up at the top of Baildon Moor, and there's no views. No views at all. Just pea soup all the way around. For the first time today it's opening up. You can kind of see more than a few metres in front of you, so oh, that's nice because the views are beautiful from up here. They're just starting to unfold. Oh, I nearly missed my turning. It's still spitting, but just a tiny bit now. And coming up to 30 miles. My feet are so wet. I cannot wait for this next checkpoint. I think it's in about 9 miles, maybe 8 miles now. And I can change my shoes, and I'm putting my waterproof socks on because, oh my goodness, I think I've got trench foot and trench hand, trench body. I'm in a trench. So wet. It's just not stopped raining for hours and hours and hours. Been going for like over 6 hours now. Most of it's been wet. Oh no, just met 2 ladies who are doing the 30-miler, but they've gone wrong. They've missed the turning. They're nearly on the long course. They're going back to try and find it. There's a very slight break in the cloud. It's all lifting. Got a few views. I'm thankful for that. It's cheering me up a little bit. I'm feeling much better now that it's lifted a bit and there's some views. I had a few dark hours up on the moors in the hammering down rain, and there's just nobody else around. I just feel really isolated and bored and lonely. And the rain was just so horrific. But yeah, quite enjoying this stretch along here. I think I might put the camera away in a minute and have a run, even though it's slightly uphill. Could do with less of this though. Ooh. I'm in a horse field, but the horses were just galloping about and they're on my path and I think I'm too scared. So I think I'm going to come out of the other corner of the field. I am scared even from here, and I'm like a field length away from them. But there's a gate in this corner, so I'm just just going to try and get to that. No cow dramas so far today, really. But yeah, minor horse drama. Just need to be braver, but when one galloped up towards me, they're so fast. So yeah, I had to divert. I stayed in the field, but just hugged the edge of it and then went through a different gate. So I'm just getting back on course now. But it's brightened up, it's boiling now, the sun's come out. It's still spitting though, quite like a rainbow. So I've either got a tight muscle, which I'm hoping that's what it is, a tight muscle down the front of my leg, which is pulling on my foot, or shin splints. Felt a bit shin splinty last week and I've rested a bit, been doing a lot of massage. Still got 35 miles to go. It's Julian! Hello, thank you! Oh, little things like that give you a big boost. Oh my goodness, this lorry is going to really splash me. I might have to wait a minute. Yeah, I'm not going through there at the same time. This little calf must have been born today, yesterday. It's so small. Mum is staring at me because I'm not in their field. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to go back and have a little look at it. Oh my goodness, you are tiny. I'm in a cow field and they're ignoring me. I'm very, very, very happy. Yay! No trouble with the cows. I was about to film and say, oh my goodness, I've just been through 2 fields that had cows in on the recce and there's no cows today. Oh, try and get across this cattle grid without falling over. And then I turned the corner, then the cows were there. But they're all sat down. I'm not that scared of sat down cows. Standing up cows, different story. Well, this is the bit I really don't want to go through. It's the bog before climbing up onto the top of Skipton Moor, and it has been raining. So my feet are getting soaking wet and I'm just waiting to fall into a big hole. Didn't know Skipton Moor existed, but it's actually pretty cool. Even if it's kind of blowing a gale up here. But it's beautiful. The trig point's just up there. And then Skipton's over there. And that's where the checkpoint is. So let's go. So it started hammering it down just as I was coming into the checkpoint, so I haven't been able to film that. But I'm just climbing up the hill, a massive hill. In fact, so big, I've got both my poles out for this. Not long, just very, very steep. But what a great checkpoint, thank you so much, ladies. Just brilliant. They let me use their chair. So I sat down and dried my feet. I've got some seal skins on now, so the trench foot is less. I just don't want blisters. Fingers crossed I don't get any blisters. I don't know if you'll be able to see how steep it is, but very is the answer. Look at this dude. Hello. You're so cute. Look at him. Wow. The view just opens up on this bit. And look at all those foxgloves. You can see for miles. Right, why? Why? Why put your little bag of dog poo on the path? Why? That's like so annoying. I don't care if you don't want to carry it. Don't have a dog if you don't want to carry it. Carry it, put it in a bin. Oh my goodness. No. Ugh. Do you know what? I have just realised that this is totally doable. Totally doable. Less than 13 miles to the next checkpoint with my other bag. So I've stayed in my same shoes. But if I did need to change, got a shoe change if I need it. And then it's only 13 more miles after that. So, 2 lots of 13 miles. I can do that. This is such a lovely path. It runs from Skipton to Addingham. And it's just lovely. Like, look at the views. Look at that reservoir. Look at those dudes. Hello, sheep. Look at the sheep sat on the path. Check this out. The ground is drying out. Woohoo! That's exciting after having wet feet for 9 hours. I was just looking out here at this hill in the background and thinking, quite fancy climbing that. But I was thinking I didn't know what hill it was. I think it's Beamsley Beacon. It looks a bit big. I was thinking I need to find out what that is and climb up it. Not today though. I'm pretty sure. So I'm about to drop down into Addingham and go up out the other side. So I think I'll be up there in a minute. By minute, I mean several hours. Coming down through Addingham now, heading to the next checkpoint. Hey, the checkpoint has delivered. The checkpoint has friends. Hello.
Checkpoint.
Yay. Hooray. Doris has come to run with me for a few miles. I'm so excited. Hello, checkpoint. Yay. Thank you. So we've just been through this little ginnel, which is crazily overgrown. I couldn't film it because the camera would have got wet. It was a bit slippy here. Ooh, nearly went. I've just had to have a little cry because there were meant to be sandwiches at the checkpoint and I'm so hungry. And there were no sandwiches, so I'm hungry. I had a bag of crisps and a bar, but I'm still hungry. So Doris is up ahead and she's taking all of the water out of all of these things that are hitting us. So I'm not getting as wet as I would be. That's making me happy. Yay! Company up the hills.
Support crew.
Woohoo!
Not that you need much supporting because you're amazing.
See, you need somebody with you who says things like that. I think Doris is hating me right now because I suggested she do the 3-mile climb with me. But we're just coming up to the trig point now, on top of Beamsley Beacon. Here we are, Beamsley Beacon. I'm so pleased that the views have opened up. Look at that. Wow. And look at Doris hating me. Woohoo! I'm on top of the world! Whoa! Where's Doris? Somewhere down there? I think you are in it.
I'm going to get water.
From 45 miles. Yay! 20 miles to go! Let's get going then. These miles won't run themselves. It's at this point you realise how remote you are. So Doris has turned back. The moors just stretch on and on and on and on and on. So about 5 miles across these moors to the next checkpoint. Just realised I have a slight issue. The seam on the inside of my shorts around my waist has been chafing really badly because I am wet through. It's not been raining for a fair few hours, but before that I was in the rain for like over 6 hours. So I've had to repin my race number there and tuck my top in. 65 miles is quite a long way. If you can just see that peak up in the distance, that's Beamsley Beacon up there. You come from all the way over there, and look, there's a little bit of blue sky. How nice is that? So, appreciating the weather right now. Don't think I could take any more rain. Wow, the sun has just come out. Everything looks ridiculously beautiful. Look at this. If I had a bivvy with me, I would be so tempted to have a sleep in there. Oh, I'm so tired. I am in absolute middle of nowhere. Nothing and nobody around for miles and miles. I've just come off the other side of the moor, but I'm having like a proper low moment. I just want to cry. Oh, I'm tired and hungry. I don't want to do it anymore. This checkpoint's less than a mile away though, so that's good. Ow, crying hurts because my face is so salty. Oh my goodness, it's like 7:15 in the evening. I set up at 6:15 this morning. I just feel like I'm going so slowly now. See, I've lost my head a bit. Oh. So I need to have a word with myself. It's really hard.